egyébként majd.
Mondj valamit. Hello guys! Hello, it's me, that freaking magician lord. This is the ultimate... What the hell I was about to say? The ultimate Powerpak versus Everdrive match. And if you look closely, there is a kids playing normally. Could you play it just a little bit?
Yeah.
So, if you're wondering about, this is actually not the official Powerpak mappers that you can find on Retro USB. This was, if I am correct, was made by D Fox on NASDAQ around a year or so ago. I can't remember, which is a significant. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Expect to hear me speak sometimes Hungarian a very bit. Say something to you as well.
I'm playing.
That was long.
Well,
Okay. I have a feeling that my English is going to suck really hard this time. You have to pick up a box, then throw it to them like in Chip and Dale or something. That's the only way you can... Oh, but the brightness is a little bit too bright. Alias, my shitty camcording recorder can barely recognize it.
I finished accidentally the stage.
Yes.
That's great.
It's beautiful. And you...
I call it the no cards
Yes.
during the process. At least I can accept the second stage.
But who cares about that kind of shit?
Just a little interesting thing. Oh, I didn't mean to do this.
This happens when you press start and select simultaneously. And you can...
I can change the palette. Because I wanted to demonstrate how I can change the palette with this NES RGB modded Famicom.
Yes, as you can see, this is not your typical run-of-the-mill Famicom. It's an RGB mod, that's why...
Yeah, I picked up a box.
For no reason at all, but... sorry for the interruption, but you died anyway, so... Is there a way to actually reduce the brightness? Because if you... Check the camera. When I record this thing, it's extremely bright.
That's it.
To the
Just zoom in. Because it's automatically adjusts the brightness when you zoom in to the picture.
No, I learned that kind of shit too. Well, okay.
Play another game now.
Okay, just feel free to do that. Okay, we have 21 minutes, so we have to be very quick because I don't have much time which is left on this camera, unfortunately. So, if we want to make this sort of comparison,
sometimes pause the video, then we can conserve the remaining space. Maybe.
Okay, so hang on a sec. Okay. Hang on a sec. Okay. I'm. Oh shit.
That's great.
Such quality. Okay. So apparently in the newest Power Mapper mod shit,
there's no expression audio for a SAS of 5B.
But
so that means the Everdrive is a bit of a late, but keep in mind that I downloaded a custom mapper for this to work. Because someone actually made a mapper that actually has the the expansion audio. Officially, it's not supported even on the Everdrive, but with an unofficial mapper it works. And because someone put an unofficial mapper even on the Powerpak, so we are on equal terms. We are actually comparing the Everdrive to the Powerpak to their fullest potential with the available software.
So yeah, this is just full potential and maybe a sort of advice what you should buy or what you shouldn't buy besides the two, but nevertheless the only big sort of deal with the Powerpak is it's capable of playing NSF files, but then again, if somebody is just only interested in the games, that's not the most redeeming factor, to say it at least. Am I correct?
I am. And I think, in my opinion, the Everdrive has more compatibility games with the standard mappers compared to the Powerpak's standard mappers.
Yes, because to be very honest, the Powerpak mappers official hasn't been updated for at least now 3, something like. Oh, you just. Okay,
anyway, I'll present the Everdrive's version.
Hang on a sec.
And the Everdrive is a bit faster in loading, but it's just my opinion. And the Everdrive uses SD cards, so it's a bit more accessible.
But some say that the compact flash card is a little bit more reliable than SD cards, but well, can we really argue with that kind of factor? Because in today's standpoint, I think a CF card is significantly more expensive than SD cards. Okay, so. You son of a bitch. You have the expansion audio. But I wonder if actually there is a way to, by bad programming means, a copy and pasting the sort of mapper into the Powerpak's mapper pack, and maybe it would work, but I guess you have to write a completely different code from scratch to work on it. Or Attila, what's the... Is there any kind of significant difference between the...
Tudnál majd editálni rajta?
Majd igen, fogunk rajta editálni. He just asked if I can edit the video. And it is going to be heavily edited, so that's for sure.
Please don't leave in my name.
Okay. But can I leave your pretty face in here? Well, at least I showed myself too, so...
Probably yes. Anyway.
Okay. So, what I was trying to ask is that... I don't think you actually dig into this kind of topic of seeing... Let's see, for example, MMC3.
Yeah, now I can present... record the screen. The palette stuffing capabilities.
Oh, what the?
This is the improved palette, which is basically the FCEUX palette. It's an emulator.
Yes.
This is the Nestopia's palette.
This?
Yeah. It's a bit... this game... well, maybe... that program stages can present it more better. I can present it better with another game, but this is the basically the most similar to the original composite palette. At least it tries to be the most similar one.
Yeah.
And this is the how do you call it? Plate choice stun PPU's palette. It's a bit yellow, in my opinion, a bit too yellow, but there are many very intense colors which I like in this palette.
And
it's usually called garish.
And how do you actually swap these palettes? What kind of button combination?
First you have to press start, then select, and then write.
Oh, wait, so just for the sake of my picture quality, try it now. Okay, it completely swaps. Zoom a little bit. Okay.
And even in game.
Yeah. So, yes, so Everdrive wins this round because I think there is no such a thing on the Powerpak yet. But who knows, maybe.
The same goes for every incompatibility Everdrive as well, because when it's still under development, so the creator or someone else can still create many new mappers for the Everdrive.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, no, I haven't seen any American person actually develop something for it. I've only seen basically the Powerpak has much better support, community support. I don't know why. Because the Powerpak is not shipped even to Europe. It's only shipped. The site where you can buy the Powerpak only ships to America, I think.
Yes, as far as so I'm not going to into the detail how I actually got this thing, but it has quite a lot bit of story. But
Quite a long story.
yes, but maybe that's not correct. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no way, because the creator Bunny Boy it just simply refuses the Powerpak, the PayPal format of paying for goods. I don't know why is that. I seriously don't know why is that, because every kind of human being actually use that kind. Oh, you know what you should show to the people? Yes, a comment answer to the channel thing what you just mentioned to me earlier. And as you can see, but I think you already figured out, this is totally unscripted video. Okay, so maybe I'm adding a little bit more sound to this thing. So what did you just do then?
There is a switch on the back that compensates the Everdrive audio, because the Everdrive N8 expansion audio is a bit quiet.
Yes.
For the original Famicom structure. It was designed for the AV Famicom and modded NESs, this audio circuit. But the original Famicom circuit has a bit more resistance, so when there's not enough power, it gets a bit more. If there's not enough audio level on the expansion pin, then it will be a bit more quiet than it needs to be.
Yes, and there is actually an official copy to show the difference between it.
And now I switch, because this Famicom is modified with the official kit for the original Famicom, the official NAS RGB kit for the original Famicom. It actually includes a complete overhaul of the audio circuit, and the outputted audio actually is unfiltered. That's why it's so clear.
Yes, especially the started channel, as far as I can hear. Because for the absolute noobs who just randomly clicked on this video, the VRC6 channel is virtual. It stands for virtual recording controller or something like that, which is basically gives to the Famicom 3 more extra channels, 2 boost channels and one softwood.
Yeah, and actually I think the VRC6 is the best
kind of use on the
best expansion audio, best way to enhance the sound of the Famicom, but I would say that's the best implemented on the Everdrive. The FTS audio has really bad off-pitch sound to it. It's not great. It works, but it's really terrible. We will show it later. And
yes.
And I don't know what other kind of exposure audio there is.
FD,
like I showed
FDS, MMC5, VRC7,
MSC5
5B.
wasn't used very often.
Not very often, but I think
most
Namco 160.
but
No.
was used for the Namco Classic series.
Yes.
And that's just the golf games. I think that's implemented in to some extent, but I'm not sure. I'm not even interested in that because it's basically so underused.
And
overall, the capability of the Famicom to actually support expansion audio is so underused, and so
please,
few games support
can you camera
it.
me for a bit, just to say out of my heart, because but I just simply don't freaking get, if you have this kind of technology, why do you invest on freaking RPG games or something like this? So basically, the best kind of audio, best kind of game for
that actually supports expansion audio
and doesn't really need much of a language barrier for this. This is the kind of only game ever released for this goddamn system. Maybe besides Mappy Kids.
Maybe.
So, I just never got this thing because, okay, Live Punishment is an RPG, one of the decent kind, but why? And
maybe Madara is good as well.
yes, but I just, and the big problem is that you just can't simply make a reproduction card about the Tiny Toon Adventures 2 board because it has, I think, a completely different sign of PRG and CHR sets, so it's just out of question. The only way to play it is to hack the original cartridge, unfortunately. But at least we can enjoy this game. As far as because I don't think in the homebrew scene there's gonna be ever a game that is made into a platformer or something like that. But who knows? You never know the future. But just for the sake of comparison, can I change to the official deal?
Yeah. So you can.
Okay, mehet per. Okay, just for the sake of your own kind of stuff.
This is the original cartridge.
Yes.
Nothing with the original cartridge.
Yeah.
It's has the best sound of the three, I think. I haven't heard the Powerpak.
Well, we are soon going to find it out. Like now. And the footage ends like that. So yeah, that's my part of the bedding, and I was a little asshole idiot who don't check if the battery is actually live enough or something like that. So that's basically the end of our video, and I really hope you freaking enjoyed this. It took me at least 3 months to edit with my super budget, so stay tuned for new episodes.